this is what it all comes down to. You've got 8 of the premier scratch players.
It's a hard pattern too. You need some pretty, adequate bowlers.
Give it a shot.
Should be doing something.
Okay. Just like you drew it up. That will just about do it.
It's just nice to be back again.
The party certainly doesn't stop in Whitewater, Wisconsin.
This tournament live stream is a special presentation of Bowling with the Fef.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Don Carter Lanes in Rockford, Illinois, where we are on to the double elimination bracket match play at the Collegiate Club National Championships, brought to you by Bowlers Superior Inventory. You're looking live right now at lanes 15 through 18, our live stream pairs, where we are getting ready to start competition here. These are best of 5 matches. So first to 3 is going to move on. The runners-up will come back tomorrow and compete in the contenders bracket. But there's a lot on the line for teams that want to continue on into the winners bracket and have a better chance at winning this whole thing. So the excitement is building. The stakes are high, and we are just about ready to go. Hey, everyone. Andrew Pfeffer here with Bowling with the Fef. Glad to see all of you on both live and replay. We had an exciting morning of competition in the different pools, the 6 pools, 4 men's, 2 women's, that determine seeding for this bracket match play. And you can find that on the website, which I believe is Team College Bowling? No, clubteambowling.com. I'll put that address in the chat so you have it. But clubteambowling.com, you can find the bracket, you can find the results of the pool play, and you can find all the updated scores as we go into tomorrow and determine our champions on both the men's and women's side. So a lot of good stuff coming up here at the Club National Championships. So glad to have you along for the ride. It's going to be a good one. As you know, we had pool play this morning. The teams bowled 5 Baker matches, 4 games each, 2 on one lane, 2 on another. And that determined the seeding for this afternoon. The first and second in each pool have byes, so they will not be bowling in this first round of match play, but the others will. And then those bye teams will come back in the second round and meet the winners of these the first round matchups. So here's the lane patterns, and as you can see, they're a little bit different for the men than they are for the women. It is a pretty tough pattern, and it can be deceiving on the graph here because this is a center that, as the locals know, the surface hooks a lot. So yes, there is quite a bit of oil in this pattern, but it dissipates quickly, especially with some surface on the equipment that the bowlers are using. And I'll tell you what, looking at some of the shots that are being thrown right in front of me here, there is a bit of surface. So you're going to see that oil break down. And that's going to force these ladies and these men to move left and catch a good look moving forward. The particulars of this, again, 42 feet for the men, 33 mils, a 2.22 to 1 ratio. For the women, a little bit longer, 43 feet, but fewer mils of volume, 28.9, and the ratio 2.89 to 1. So certainly demanding. It'll take some great shot making to, to make it, to make some noise in this thing. So here, Bowler Ben says we also posted the standings and brackets on our Facebook page. So that's another place to go. Collegiate Team Bowling on Facebook. You can find all the pertinent information that you're looking for right there. So we have about 10, 15 minutes of practice. They'll practice on one lane, then they'll be directed to switch to the other lane, and they'll go from there. So once we start, we're talking best of 5. So these things could be over in 3 games if one team sweeps. But there are plenty of possibilities. We'll put it that way. Plenty of possibilities in these matches. Anything can happen, and usually does. And we're going to start things out here on the women's side with Illinois State and San Jose State. So there's a benefit of a good performance in the pool play, is if you're the higher seed, you get your choice of the 2 starting lanes. And as we saw in pool play, that really made a difference on the men's pair. In the pool play, in case you're just joining us, we did see College win the die pool, an undefeated 5-0 in their bracket matches. Muskingum University taking the Weimer pool, a 4-1 Baker match record. On the men's side, you had 4 pools. The Overby pool, which was won by UW Whitewater, also a perfect 5-0, including a 2-pin victory over Wartburg that we saw right here on the channel in match number 5. The Lawson pool was captured by Purdue University. They went 3-2. San Jose State men took the Berks pool with a 4-1 match play record, and Ohio State, with their 4-1 match play record, took the Sowards pool. Big thank you to those who have joined us live or on replay. Really appreciate that. If you would be so kind as to like this video and subscribe to the channel, it's a big help to me. And you can hit that notification bell and be the first to know when we do tournament live streams. Also do a live show once a week with all different kinds of bowlers. Long form interviews, great stories. It's a good time. We got 231 of them in the back catalog. Take a look. I bet you'll find someone you know in there. William Patterson from New Jersey, Bowling Green from Ohio, and of course San Jose from California, and Illinois State. Well, you know where they're at. Ty Burns says, let's go WP. William Patterson has won 3 of these events in the past, most recently 2 years ago. So no stranger to success here at Don Carter Lanes. About another little less than 3.5 minutes left in practice, and then we'll get going. Get that link in the chat there. So you've got it, clubteambowling.com. Now, one thing that's important to note is this is double elimination, so everybody comes back tomorrow. Some will be in the winner's bracket, others will be in the contenders bracket, but everybody is competing on Championship Sunday. Jeremy J. Weight Loss Journey says, "Let's go Capital Women, first ever appearance." And we saw them at the same time as we saw the Capital Men.
2 minutes remain in practice. 2 minutes remaining.
I'm trying to find where they are right now. They have Purdue on 13 and 14. So you might get a glimpse of them off to the right. Purdue was last year's runner-up. Defending champions Co-College women and Whitewater men both earned those first-round byes, so we will see them in the next round. In fact, you'll see both of them here on our live stream pairs. They do have the final pool play standings on the Collegiate Club Championship Facebook page. I've got that shared to the Bowling with the Fef group as well.
All right, teams, please hold up on your practice. Once again, please hold up on practice. Cycle your pin centers back to the first ball. Once again, the higher seeded teams will have starting lane choice. You will alternate lanes each game. So if the higher seeded team say starts on the odd lane, they'll go odd, even, odd, even, odd. This is best of 5, so first team to lane 3. If you are tied 2.5, 2.5, you will go a 6th game. If you are somehow tied game 6, then we will do a 9th and 10th frame roll-up until we have a winner. Once again, our winners in this round will continue to compete tonight at 5:30. Those teams that do not win this opening round here this evening, men will start at 7:45 for practice tomorrow. Women will be in the building at 9:15, sorry. Once again, coaches, with your all tournament team ballots, please turn those in tomorrow once you have been eliminated. We're voting for the 5 players that you think have the best tournament this week, not this season. Once your lanes are on, you can just hit your check mark and begin competition. Thank you.
All right. And as we get set to get started here, you've got Sharon Nutterback cheering Brooke and team on from Kentucky. Let's go ISU. And Brooke will be in the 2nd and 7th frames in this first game against San Jose State University. Best of 5 matches here, so it's the first to 3. They alternate lanes every game, unlike the pool play where it was every 2 games. All right, William Patterson starting out with a strike with Bowling Green. You've got Austin Retan with a 3-pin combination there on lane 17. Do they have poll results and or updated bracket anywhere? Thanks. Yes, they do. It's on the website, the tournament information website right here. You can find the brackets, the results, all that good stuff at clubteambowling.com. Clubteambowling.com. So a quick double for William Patterson, and they are off and running with John Tucker taking the 3rd and 8th frames for William Patterson. Make it 3 in a row. All right. On the women's side, you've got Illinois State rolling with Macy Simpson in the first frame here. All but the 7-pin. On the San Jose State side, Michelle Bui shooting at a 1-2. And hooks by that 7-pin, so Illinois State will start with an open. Austin Schiffer up for Bowling Green, taking aim at the 1-2 and hooks it by both of them. So a pretty big hole to climb out of right off the bat for Bowling Green. And Ben Darrow covering that spare for William Patterson, off to a nice start in this best of 5 competition. Here's Alexandra Hernandez from San Jose State, up a little light. The 8-pin falls forward, and so does the 2. I don't even think she saw it happen. They both fell forward. Sean Buck coming back with a strike for William Patterson. And Alex H. puts one in the channel for Bowling Green. So all William Patterson to start. That one a little high for Nikki Nolan. Through the nose, 3-6-10. He'll take that. And Jade Williams takes care of the 4-pin for Illinois State, who's playing from behind early against San Jose State. Ishika Walland, that one went high, 3-6-10 for her. As Nolan takes care of the 3-6-10 for William Patterson. Jack Rudolph taking the 7th and taking down 10. And that one went right for Douglas Husted on the Bowling Green side. As Wallen picks up the spare for San Jose State. They're off to an early lead against the Redbirds of Illinois State on the women's side. Abigail Clydon taking care of the spare. She put a pronouncer in it. I really hope I'm getting it right. And there's a nice spare on the William Patterson side by John Tucker. Austin Reton. A nice shot, but ringing 10-pin. Melanie Horn, a little bit light, 2-4-5-7. And that's a little trouble for William Patterson for the first time this game, a 2-8-10 for Ben Darrow. But Bowling Green comes out of that with an open as well. And Horn chopped the 2-4-7 off the 5. So 73 through 5. And the deficit remains as Michelle Bui steps up for the San Jose 6th. So 184 through 9 for William Patterson. But they've got a healthy lead right now. Oh, that was not a good break. And that opens things up for Bowling Green. They've got a shot here. They need to start stringing some strikes. Got to make this first. Took care of that. Now you almost have to go sheet. Wow. Nice break for Wee and San Jose State. Macy Simpson from Illinois State takes care of the spare. As Buck takes one of the two, 193 for San Jose State. Not San Jose State, but William Patterson. And a split for Bowling Green. And that'll just about do it for them. So William Patterson will go up 1-0. They had a great start and ended up going open in the 9th and 10th. So Illinois State still trailing. As you see the spare from Alexandra Hernandez. San Jose State now up by about 24. Going into their 8th frame. Here's Jade Williams on 16. And a little bit left, but collapses the right side to keep them in this thing. There's another great shot on the San Jose side. Ashika Wallen taken down 10. Abigail Clyden goes left and leaves a 6-9-10. Another strike from San Jose State could really put the pressure on Kaylee Morey. Half pocket 10 pin. So it's not over yet, but we definitely need some help. As Clyden takes aim at the spare for the Redbirds. And takes 2 off of it. So 129 through 9. And that's going to make things pretty grim for Illinois State. But San Jose State and Kaylee Morey respond with an open. So 153. They'll need 7 pins and 2 balls. Should be able to handle that, but you don't know till you know. All right, 1-0 William Patterson ahead of Bowling Green State as they start out game 2. And there's a strike. So San Jose is going to go up 1-0. It's just a matter of how much. So what I'll do is I'll put this on a, I'm hoping to put it on the ticker. So we can kind of keep up to speed here. There's a spare for Jack Rudolph. As you can see, they've switched lanes after each game. That's good. He likes the scorecard. Yep. There's another strike for William Patterson. John Tucker connecting. Imploring his teammates, let's go. .138 for Illinois State and 181 for San Jose State. So they'll switch lanes and give it another go. Remember, these are best of 5 matches, so first to 3 wins advances. There's another strike for William Patterson. Ben Darrow. As the ladies start up game 2. Macy Simpson leaving a 10-pin on 15. The higher seeds had their choice of starting lane. That would have been William Patterson on the men's side and San Jose State on the women's side. And gets 1 out of that washout. So 90 through 5 for William Patterson. Again, Bowling Green in a situation where they need to put some strikes together. That's not a good way to start. Alex H. missing the head pin right and ending up with a 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. That one went up high and left him with a big 4. That's Nikki Nolan, the leadoff man for William Patterson. But so far, it seems like when William Patterson's given them an opening, Bowling Green State has given it right back. Nolan takes 2 out of the 4. So back-to-back opens. It's a 98 through 6, but Bowling Green wants to take advantage. They better strike now. That one went through the face, leaving just a 6-pin for Piffler. Oh, I'm sorry. Houston. One up high for Jack Rudolph. He'll gather up his plastic ball and fire at the spare. Husted pulled that one left of the 10 pin. So 3 consecutive opens on the Bowling Green side. Done with 52 through 5. On the ladies pair, San Jose State and Ishika Wallen connecting for the strike. Six opens between the two teams on the men's side, gets broken up in the 6th with Austin Retan. taking 10 and hoping to get back in this. Illinois State with a open from Clyde on. That one went right at the head pin by Horn, but they've still got a lead. And there's a strike on the Bowling Green side. Trent Stewart. Nope, I'm sorry. Austin Schiffer. They might have subbed a guy in. This should be Trent Stewart on the Bowling Green side. Tucker takes down the spare. San Jose State going with Anne-Marie Garcia for the 5th frame, 10th frame. And the two-hander. What's that one left? But gets the break. Macy Simpson up high, but just leaves the 3-6-10. Darrow gets a nice break for William Patterson. They can punch out for 187. Bowling Green is still in this. He's got to keep building on those strikes. If they spare and strike out, they can get to 181. So this one still up for grabs. Sean Buck and the William Patterson 10 takes 10. If he hits this next one, he'll just need some count, and they can take this. That's the 10 out. Five pins. That's all he needs on the fill. And they'll go up 2-0. That'll work. So 185, and William Patterson with a quick 2-0 lead. Back-to-back splits for the Illinois State women. And they need some strikes to get back in this match with San Jose. Maury with the spare. San Jose can get to 180 with all three in the 10. There's a 9 count for Clydon. They need to go strike spared or spare turkey to get to 162. And Garcia packs 10. So all she needs now is 3 pins a count and 2 balls, and they'll go up 2-0. Again, nobody gets eliminated in these matches. The loser enters the contenders bracket, and that'll start up tomorrow. Those will be best of 3 Baker matches. And Garcia goes up high, but that'll be enough. So San Jose State now going up 2-0. Illinois State. So Austin Schiffler on the Bowling Green side of the men's match, taking aim at a 10-pin. $169 for San Jose. That'll be enough. As they take a 2-0 lead over Illinois State. Spare for Schiffler. John Tucker going after the 1-2 and making quick work of that. Was Trent Stewart in the Bowling Green third. And that one goes high, leaves him with a 2-4-7. A shot in the William Patterson fourth by Ben Darrow, but rings a 10. Oh, Nick Hogan. I have no idea what's going on because I don't follow college, but you do amazing work. And I hope everyone appreciates you as much as I do. Man, the feeling is mutual. Things you do for the Midwest Senior Classic, that's great stuff. That's great stuff. So, Nick, we are in Rockford, Illinois at the Collegiate Club National Championships presented by Bowler's Superior Inventory. We've had pool play this morning to set up the seeds for the double elimination bracket, which you can find at clubteambowling.com. Right there. Clubteambowling.com. This is the first round of the double elimination bracket. So on the left, you've got the San Jose State women against the Illinois State women. San Jose is up 2-0 right now. On the men's side, Bowling Green State University taking on William Patterson University. William Patterson is up 2-0. Now, none of these teams are going home, win or lose, but the teams that lose will enter the contenders bracket tomorrow to fight for their tournament lives, while the winners will advance to second round match in the winners bracket today. Out of these three teams, the only past champion is William Patterson, and they have won this event 3 different times. So Bowling Green and Austin Rattan coming off a double with a 3 count. That is tough, but William Patterson's kind of struggling too with 75 through 5. And it's all but the 7 pin. So they still have a lead, but it's not much. Still anybody's game. Nikki Nolan spares up in the 6th. That gets William Patterson within 7. No, I'm sorry. Within 13. Austin Schiffler for the Bowling Green men. A little light. It's a 2-8. Jeremy J. weight loss journey. So Sam J. on 14 helping Capital double. And they've turned that into 4 in a row now. So Capital women going on a nice little run here. Against a tough Purdue team that was the runner-up here last year. There's a nice spare for Ashika Wallen. No, I'm sorry, Kaylee Morey. Wallen will be up now in the 4th for San Jose. And spare for Schiffler in the Bowling Green 7th. Eighth frame, William Patterson. John Tucker wagging his finger at what remains of that rack. He caught a nice break there. And it was pretty good timing for those guys because they're still behind Bowling Green by a little bit, but every strike means something. And Trent Stewart trying to keep William Patterson at arm's length. Brooklyn strike for Ben Darrow on the William Patterson side. They are right in the rear view mirror. Alex H. needs to keep the strikes coming to keep them at bay. And that one goes up high, leaves a 3-6. They still have a shot of 198 up there. William Patterson can strike out for 204 and end the match. There's Sean Buck. Puts 10 back. Another strike and count, and this thing's over. All right, that one's light. That's a 2-8-10, and that means new life for Bowling Green. They can double to extend this thing. Douglas Husted, the Bowling Green 10th. A little bit light. And that's going to do it. William Patterson is going to move on. $190 for William Patterson. They have defeated Bowling Green State, and Bowling Green State will move into the contenders bracket tomorrow. William Patterson moving on for a second round matchup, I believe, against Purdue. I know it's not on my parents. They'll face Purdue on lanes 25 and 26. So, like I said, nobody goes home. It's just who advances in the winner's bracket and who doesn't. There we go. Lisa likes it. Go Willie P. Handshakes all around. Okay, Lisa says, John Tucker is my son. I think he's over here somewhere. Yeah, he's across the way. Coach is talking to him a little bit. Little huddle to get ready for their next match. Again, 25 and 26 against Purdue. And I don't care where you bowl against them. They're a tough team. Wow, solid 8 on 15 for Wallen. Well, they flagged it. So that gives Illinois State a chance. Can still shoot 167. Can't shut them out as long as they go spare and strike. Get their strikes here because they can still shoot 169 and keep on going in this match. Anne Marie Garcia, the two-hander for San Jose State, trips the 4. And that's a big strike. And a strike for her. Have a seat. Let me slide you in here quick before the next match.
That's good.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cool to see you guys take that one.
Yeah.
Walk me through the 10th frame there, getting that first strike.
Man, it's really just about having trust in the teammates, having, behind you. Being a freshman, meeting these guys 6 months ago, majority of them, just the trust that I have in them, that they have in me, to be able to put myself in that kind of situation and just tell myself, I got a bunch of guys behind me that regardless of the result, they're going to support me and root me on. Kind of takes some of the pressure away, but, getting up there, it's the moment that, every kid really dreams of just throwing that shot to clinch it for not only yourself, but for your team.
Yeah. Why do they call you Cheesehead?
So it's funny, we like having chance for individual people.
Yep.
And I'm a big time Green Bay Packers fan.
Love it.
Yeah, baby.
High five.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I had one of those shirts that says "Puts Cheesehead on for game day," and I wore it to the last day of tryouts. And one of our bowlers, Ben, he goes Cheesehead, and it kind of just stuck with us.
Let the haters hate.
Right?
We've got the history, right?
We really do.
And they're gonna do some big things this
Oh
season.
yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. Hey, good luck the rest of
Thank
the
you.
way.
I appreciate it.
Keep cheering for the Packers. You got it. Sean Buck up, and there is a tie here. So I think he said he's a 2.5. That's interesting. So that would make it 2.5 to a half. Sean Buck giving us a little insight. And
the arrow back, or I'll scratch the arrow.
thank you. So Illinois State's going to survive to see a game 4 after a 157 tie. And on we go with Macy Simpson. Missing right, leaving a 1-2-8. And there's a spare in the first for Wee. Get something there, but we're here. We're here. Okay. There's Brooke Boyd. Spare strike for Illinois State with a small lead to start game number 4. Jade Williams crosses over to make it a double, and Illinois State's in business. Ishika Walland for San Jose. That one floats by the head pin, leaves a 1-2-4. And pretty important for her to pick this up, keep pace with the surging Redbirds of Illinois State. Fly then snow plows the rack for the 3rd consecutive strike for Illinois State. So catching a few breaks here and throwing the ball well. Some new life for Illinois State after that tie game at 157. Kept them alive in this match. Walland whiffs the spare, so it's 41-3 for San Jose. A 9 count for Melanie Horn. They open up a big lead. Up high for Kaylee Morey. That one went through the face, but just left her with a 6-pin. There's Tyler L. Let's go Abigail and ISU Roll Birds. And there's a spare for Illinois State. And they've opened up a commanding lead in this game, up by at least 38. Wow, just barely got that spare. Jeremy J says close match on 13 and 14. Yes, sir. And Sharon Nutterback. Let's go ISU. Yeah, they've got something going in game 4 here. Oh, great shot by Boyd. And left that rocket 7 pin. And Garcia just gets 1 off of that 6-10. So 68 through 5 gives Illinois State a lead of 40 plus. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty interesting. That one went left on Gui, and she's left with just a 3 pin. Yep. Jeremy J., you got that. That's a big win. Capital Women advancing in the winners bracket 3-1 over Purdue. And that'll send Purdue into the contenders bracket tomorrow. So nice performance by Capital. There's a spare for Gui. Williams picked 3 off the right and then got 5 of them. So 160 through 8. They need to sneak a double in there somewhere to shut them out. Here's Clyden. Going Brooklyn, but just leaving the 5 pin. Yeah, high fives all around for the Capital women. They know that was a big win. And there's a spare for Hernandez. So, still in it for the moment, but if Clyden can pick up the 5 here, that'll apply quite a bit of pressure. She's got it. There's a Sheikah Wallen. That one's going left. And she's got the 6-10. And now the best they can do is 185. So Horn just needs a little count, and we'll be moving on to game 5. And she chopped it. It's going to be enough. So Illinois State takes another one. And they need to keep winning. If San Jose wins again, they win the match. So this next game is basically winner take all. We've got Whitewater coming up on 17 and 18, and the crowd is gathering. And see them back here. As Garcia picks 3 off the left. 188 for Illinois State. So it wouldn't be winner take all. If Illinois State wins, they would have 2.5. San Jose would have 2.5. So I think you need another game. No, I had that right the first time around, right? One, 2. 1.5. So they would have to win 2. San Jose State needs to win 1 after this game, and Illinois State needs to win 2. So the coaches are gathering up their teams for Game 5, which may decide this and it may not. But it's an interesting situation when you factor in that tie game in there. That just kind of gunks everything. But it also kept Illinois State alive. All right, Game 5 coming up, not in the traditional sense because they did tie at 157. 2.5 to 1.5. San Jose State hanging on to that lead. Looks like San Jose State's going with the same lineup from last game. Illinois State has not changed. Off to the right, Muskingum setting up shop on lane 18, 17 and 18, which means they must have gotten past Penn State Berks.
Who else would I throw, bro? Why would I?
All right, quick strike for Michelle Blee as Macy Simpson takes aim at a 3-6-9-10. Not easy on any pattern, let alone this one, but she makes quick work of it. There's Alexandra Hernandez, didn't like that off her hand and why, but she escaped some trouble there. Took down the 6, leaving her just with a 4-7. Up high for Boyd. She's got the 6-10. A spare for Hernandez. So 2-pin lead for San Jose. They can end the match with a win here. The spare for Boyd. And another 4-7, this one for Ashika Wallen. Good break for Jade Williams. That'll give Illinois State the lead. This is the spare, so 46-3 for San Jose. And that gives Illinois a big opportunity to put some distance between them. Great shot. Abigail Clyden packs the pocket for a double for Illinois State. That one went light for Morey in the San Jose fourth. So there's Melanie Horn to keep the pressure on. And she takes 10 back. So now Illinois taking a big lead in game number 5. They can push this to a 6th game. Simpson crossing over. Carry. So a great break. Gives them 4 in a row. And they can taste it. Again, San Jose was up 2-0 before that tie game. And now things are starting to go sideways on them as Garcia gets a strike in the 5th. Boy, adds a Brooklyn strike of their own. So they may not all be pretty strikes, but they are effective. as Illinois State has put together 5 in a row. Off to the right for Bui, and she's got a 1-2. Crossover and a 5-pin for Jade Williams. But they are off to a big lead. Lee covers the spare. So you're getting to the point where San Jose would need to punch out for 216. And with the spare here, they might have that beat in another frame here. We'll see. And Sharon is loving it. Clyden crosses over for another strike. And they're going to take game 5 with a little count here from Melanie Horn in the 10th. They may not even need that. Yeah, they're going to take it. All right. 7 spare for Wallen. But they're already at 207, which is just enough. So we're going to go to a game 6. Kind of strange circumstances, but we're prepared for it. So Illinois State has roared back after losing the first 2 games, tying the 3rd, and winning the 4th and 5th. We stand at 2.5 apiece. As on the men's side, Muskegum and Whitewater getting ready to slug it out in the winner's bracket. .225 with an open in the 10th for Illinois State, and all of a sudden it's anybody's match. We get a little bonus bowling because of that tie in game 3. Anne-Marie Garcia finishes things up for San Jose. It's kind of a funny thing because not only is Illinois State right back in this, and this becomes a one-game match, but it is not going to take place on the lane that San Jose started on. They chose to start on 15, and they'll have to bowl this winner-take-all game on 16.
What's it Baja Blast? Baja? No, just Baja.
More game on the tie, and if it's still tie, if they tie again, then it's a 9th and 10th for them. If they tie this game, then it's a 9th and 10th for them. So a little confusion even among the players on this one. With a tie, you go to another full game. So again, huddling up, coming up with the strategy, and we'll let her rip for a game 6. Start out with Macy Simpson, rather. She leaves the 6-10. So you've got Illinois State folks, San Jose State folks, and now Whitewater and Muskingum. You kind of feel like everybody in the place is right behind these two pairs. Off to the right for Bui, and she leaves a washout to start things out, as Thimpton takes care of the spare. And you can probably tell it's getting pretty loud. Oh, and just cut that head pin a little too thin. And Illinois State jumps out into the lead. There's Boyd up high, leading a 3-10 baby split. Oh, great shot by Hernandez. And left a stone 7. Oh, and she got it. Illinois State just won't go away. And another open on the San Jose side as Illinois State opens up a 20-pin lead. So looking for a Penn State main update. Jeremy J says Penn State U Park advanced. I'm going to say the other did not because Muskingum is on our pair in the winners bracket here, and it would have been Berks if it hadn't been Muskingum. So they must have won, and Berks must be headed to the contenders bracket. And there's a spare for Williams. So Illinois State did it with a pile of strikes in game 5. And now they're piling up spares, just filling frames. And that's made the difference so far as Wallen takes care of the 2-pin. And yes, Muskingum is here by way of defeating Penn State Berks. So Penn State Berks will go to the contenders bracket. And Park, according to Jeremy, advanced. Clyden with a 6-pin. And that one went up high for Kaylee Morey, leaving her with a 6-7-10. And didn't have the best balance there, but took down the spare. Maintain that lead. Now Morey shooting at the split and put it in the ditch. So the lead balloons to north of 40 pins. 30 pins, sorry, in the 4th frame. And a great shot from Horn to put a strike on the board in the Illinois State 5th. Anne-Marie Garcia on the left goes high, 3-6-10.
Yo, Dawson. Yo, Dawson, which one? Which one, Dawson? I'll get the other.
Illinois State, just a furious rally as Garcia pushes it past the 3-pin. So it's 51-5 for San Jose. Simpson up high and left a big split, 3-6-7-10. And that'll give San Jose a chance to rally here. Looks like this is the last match of the round. And that would make sense since it's going 6 games. Simpson takes care of the split. And if they weren't feeling it before, they are feeling it now. Up 45 through 5 frames as Bui gets a strike in the San Jose 6th. Brooke Boyd taking the 7th for Illinois State. She goes up high, leaves just the 6-10. What a cover for Macy Simpson. Hernandez goes right and leaves a 1-2. And we've said it over and over. It's about filling frames. Illinois State is filling every frame this game. Yes, they have through 7. Yeah, what a comeback for sure. They were dead in the water after 2 games, and all of a sudden, now it's looking like they might advance. 77 through 7 for San Jose. The best they're going to be able to do is 167. Another mark or two, and Illinois State will be advancing. A light Brooklyn hit. She does get the 5 and 6 out and just leaves the 10 as her teammate hands her the plastic spare ball. And that one goes right for Wallen. So now it's 157, the max for San Jose as Jade Williams takes down the 10. And a spare for Wallen. Keeps them in it, but not by much. Illinois State with another mark is going to take this match. There's a Brooklyn strike for Maury. And that one went left on Clyden. And a strike for Garcia. Clyden just needs 3 of these pins, and that'll lock it up. And she'll take all 4. Why not? Wow. An amazing comeback, as Jeremy J says right there. An amazing comeback for Illinois State. Great bowling by both teams. Holy cow. We're talking about the lower seed, Illinois State, going down 2 games to none. Almost coughing it up in 3 games. But they tied at 157. Illinois State rattled off the next 2 victories. And now they've shut out San Jose State to advance in the winner's bracket. San Jose State will be back tomorrow to resume play in the contenders bracket. Funny game sometimes, but they pulled the upset. 177-145. Illinois State moving on.
That concludes round number 1.
Holy cow.
We're going to have a 10-minute break so the team that won that match can get public and get to the next assignment.
Have a seat right here. Have a seat. Well, welcome in. Good, good. Talk to me about that 6th frame. It looked like they were, they hit the strike in the 6th. They're looking to get back into this thing. And what happens? You push it up through the nose and leave that big split. Walk me through the split conversion that sent this place into a frenzy.
I just thought about picking up the 3 pin and
Okay.
going in through there and just knocking it over. And I got it.
That's it?
Crazy enough. Yeah, and we kept going. We came back as a team in general. It was just a great experience. It was a really good time.
Yeah, through 2 games, you guys are basically dead in the water.
Yeah.
You tie at 157. What was the conversation like down there?
Honestly, the conversation was just roll the ball. Just roll the ball, relax. We've got it. At that point, we were all like, yeah, we got this. We're in the zone. We're going to start back up. And that's exactly what we did.
You absolutely did. In game 5, you rattled off, 5 in a row?
Yep. Yeah. It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was truly great ball. It was nice.
Yeah, cool. And now you're moving on.
Yeah.
Facing a tough opponent, but
Yeah.
moving on. What's the feeling now?
Really well. We bowled. Obviously, we bowled several collegiate tournaments with them. I've watched them in several single tournaments. It's really good to see. We cheer them on no matter what. If we win, if they win, it's just how it is. We're a really good team. We try.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. I'm going to turn down my sound before I get whacked for copyright. But Macy Simpson, Illinois State, taking it in 6 games.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a second.
entrance.
All right, we're back on
Starting
with
your match play now.
round
This round,
2.
you will have the entrance. Once again, this round will be a best of 5. First team to win 3. If you are tied 2.5, 2.5, like you have last season, you will go 6-3. If that game 6 ties, then we will do a 9 and 10 frame roll.
We're blowing.
I don't really know what I'm doing there.
All right, teams, your lanes are on for 15 minutes of practice.
I almost look like I'm napping, which is against whitewater rules. Oh, yeah. All right. So on the left, and again, this is practice, you've got Texas San Antonio against Co. On the right, UW Whitewater and Muskingum. It's YouTube. I mean, as long as you don't play Tears for Fears on it, well, we're fine. That's right. Hey, you can probably say every curse word in the book, but as soon as the song plays, it's all bets are off. All right, a big thank you to all of you who are tuning in, both live and on replay, as we go into round 2 of the double elimination bracket match play. Please, if you have a chance, give the channel a subscription. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. It really does help what I'm doing. Doesn't cost you anything. In fact, if you do subscribe, you can hit the notification bell and be among the first to know when I put up a live stream for a tournament or the weekly show that we do, interview-based bowling stories from all different types and skill levels, as well as uploaded videos from bowling. Pretty exciting period. We've got this Collegiate Club National Championships, ITC, right by me in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Be heading out there for a day. Then it's off to the Twin Cities of Minnesota for the PBA Tour with the Winkle's Weekend Classic shoved right in between. Great time for bowling. So right now you've got the 2 defending champions of this event, the Co-College women and the Whitewater men. Texas San Antonio, who we'll see for the second time today, doing battle with Co. And on the men's side, Muskingum taking on UW Whitewater. Muskingum from New Concord, Ohio, one of many Ohio teams in the field. Good stuff. And we've got some teams here that travel well. If you heard me during the last match, it seemed like the entire place was starting to gather in this general vicinity here.
Get fired up. Oh, this is getting fired up.
Is that the secret? The hot tamales? Yeah. It's got to be something. They're great. Yeah. Oh, see, look at that. They're prepared. Candy power, but so far everything's worked for Cole, who won their pool and setting up in the second round of match play after getting a first round bye. So Texas San Antonio got by Ohio State in the first match, 3-1. Ohio State won that first game 187-160, and they just kept on rolling. 170-170. We're good for 2 wins. They tied at 176 in game 4 and then took game 5 160-138. And here we are. Meanwhile, on the men's side, Muskingum took on Penn State Berks and won that one 3-1. Started slow with a 158, lost that one, but then went 236, 228, 177 to rattle off 3 wins in a row and advance to this second round. Yeah, exciting stuff.
Teams, please switch lanes for your last 10.5 minutes of practice.
So the teams will flip-flop lanes, get a feel for the opposite lane, and then the higher seed chooses which lane to start on. And you'd think under most circumstances, you start on the lane you're most comfortable with. You get it 3 times if it goes 5. That kind of backfired in the last women's match we saw here because that one went 6. So lots of different possibilities, and we've seen just a couple of them. With William Patterson wiping out Bowling Green State, they'll go to tomorrow's contenders bracket. William Patterson, their prize is to face Purdue, which was number 1 in the nation for a little while. But that Illinois State, San Jose State matchup Holy cow. It was all San Jose State, and after a tie game, totally reversed course. Illinois State got them 3 in a row. Everybody comes back tomorrow, so that's the good news. Even those teams that didn't get the win in the first round, they still get to come back tomorrow. It's a contenders bracket, but still very much alive in the tournament. So this match will be the last one of the day. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early, 7:45 a.m. and get this thing going. Also a pretty good opportunity to thank our sponsors for this great event. Couldn't happen without those entities you see down at the bottom there. Try and get the comments out of the way just for a moment so we can give proper thanks to Pro Edge, Don Carter Lanes, Collegiate Club Bowling, and of course our presenting sponsor, Bowler's Superior Inventory. It takes the best sponsors to support the best events, and we've got both. So a little more than a minute and a half left in practice here for these student athletes who will do battle in the second round of our double elimination bracket. Again, you can find the bracket along with current results on the website. And I've got that in the chat a little earlier on. You can find that at clubteambowling.com. Find all the information on this event, the current standings. You'll see the men's and women's brackets there, which pools each team came out of, and the meaning behind the naming of those pools, in case you're wondering. Again, the higher seed will choose which lane they start on. And in the case of these two matches, that would be Co on the women's side and Whitewater on the men's side.
All right, teams, please hold up on your practice. Once again, please hold up on practice. Take over your pin center back to the first ball. Once again, higher senior teams, those that are just joining us for round number 2, they'll have lane choice. We'll alternate lanes each game. The first team to win 4 points will advance on in the winners bracket. Everyone on the men's field is back tomorrow morning for practice to start at 7:45 a.m. All women's teams will start practice at 9:15-ish. All right, teams, when you are ready, please set your check marks and we may begin round number 2. Good luck and good bowling.
Thank you. All right, as teams get ready to take the lanes. Quick huddle. Okay, so Jeremy Day says, I love your commentary. Thank you. Could I bother you to look down at 11 and 12 and see which lane Capital is starting on, please? Sure. Hang on. I'll figure that. Jay, they are starting on lane 11. Looks like they're bowling Wartburg, and Wartburg is on 12. And Jay, if there's a way that you're seeing like frame by frame scoring, let us know. Is it on Lane Talk or some other website that we're seeing live scores? Because I bet people would love to know about that. All right. A strike to start from Cole. Okay, so Whitewater starting out with a 9 spare. Looks like we're going Brady Lauber who connects for a second. See, I love that. Old school. Watching the feed and writing down frame by frame. Well, I'm just glad you're watching. I mean, that's great. Oh, with Caitlin Cons took down a split to hang on to the lead over Texas San Antonio. Savannah Weaver in the UTSA second with a 3-pin still standing. Muskingum looks to Talon Newton, who put it in the ditch on the first shot, as Luke Winter misses the 10-pin. Struggles early on in this men's match. Again, best of 5, first to 3 wins. We'll take it. There's a spare for Weaver. Another split on the co-side. This one from Kaylee Harris. Ooh, got one of the 3. Sean Walkner's back with us.
How's it going?
Good. We had a doozy of a match on the women's side last round.
Right.
Even the players were a little confused what to do after the 5th game. But we got through it.
I looked up and I'm like, oh, they're all done. And then I see them start bowling again. I'm like, I guess round number 1's not done yet.
That's right.
I figured I'd jump down for a minute, just check in with you, see how things were going.
Oh, glad you did. No, things are going great. Of course, the 2 defending champions right in front of our live cameras here. And Cole almost caught a great break there on a shot that went right at the head pin by Carrie Crossman.
The worst thing in the world is to stone a head pin.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like they'll need to re-rack it. And the spare on the UTSA side from Liz Eldred. And the Illinois State win was a hefty upset. I'm assuming UTSA taking down Ohio State was also.
Right. Absolutely.
As Dawson Peterson fires a strike coming off 2 opens in a row from Whitewater. But as we saw with these guys earlier on in the pool play, it's not how you start.
Absolutely how you finish.
It's how you finish. Yep.
Correct. And again, they're hungry. We talked about that earlier after not advancing on to the ITCs. This is their one and only national championship opportunity. They're gonna take full advantage, I hope.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side, Muskingum 2 opens and 4 frames. And they're going to be playing from behind as Whitewater goes with Louis Pisano. He hits the cup.
It's your club player of the year right there, Louis.
And
making a big double there.
He was not with them last season, was he?
Correct. He bowled at Southern Nazarene University.
Okay.
Out of somewhere in Oklahoma.
Yep, out by Oklahoma City.
Yep. So yeah, he transferred, and with the new transfer rules, or really lack thereof, you can transfer once free and not have to sit out. So Louis took full advantage of that. Was club player of the year. Again, I know he's nominated and a finalist for the IBMA Collegiate All-American squad, and you've got to figure he's a shoe-in for the top 20 for the NCBCA.
Yeah. Lauber just took 3 off the right, which is not ideal coming off a double, but they do have a couple pins to work with, so it would be prudent to take down all 7 on the spare.
That's Brady Lauber, who senior for Whitewater, actually won the Smyrna singles sectional when they were down there for sectionals.
Shelby Logston off to the left, going up a little high, leaving the 9-pin. And Savannah Baxter, the lone lefty on this pair, coming up light and leaving herself with a 3.679. They have the lead. But with a spare and a strike.
Not able to get the 4 out there.
Yeah. An open frame for Whitewater, 108 through 7. And that's going to give Muskingum an opportunity. they're going to need to start striking to capitalize because you know Whitewater's not laying it down. Spare from John Jacobs.
Luke Winter up for Whitewater now.
Up a little high, left a 4-pin. Vaughn Bennett says, boom, go Warhawks.
Nice. How's it going, Yvonne? Haven't talked to you in a while. Good to see you in the stream and live chat today.
Yeah, fortunate enough to have her on the show after quite a while, and it was a great conversation.
Her and I actually go way back to when USBC headquarters was in Greendale.
Okay.
I served on the YABA board of directors back in the day. And Yvonne was working either Strike 10 or another entity within the building.
Right.
And got to build a relationship with her through attending some of the international workshops and whatnot back in the late 90s. And then I just walked into a Wisconsin State high school state tournament and walked right in. I'm like, oh, it's Yvonne. And she's like, oh, it's Sean. And it was really nice to reconnect after a good number of years of being not around.
Yeah, she's on vacation in Tennessee right now.
Nice. Sure, it's a little warmer there than what I've heard outside today is up here in Rockford.
Yep. So maybe it's fortunate that we've been in here all day.
Right.
All right.
Gets able to get that 10 out after 2 splits back to back.
Kaylee Harris connecting, turning that strike into a double for Co. And those opens on the UTSA side shoots them into the lead. A big strike for Whitewater and Nate Vanderbeek.
Yeah, that 3 count on the double here looks like it's gonna hurt them in total pin count, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And as soon as I say that.
Yep, right through the face. So Yvonne says, hi, Sean. That was the late YABA years, then
Yes.
Bowling Inc.
Yep, that's right. It was Bowling Inc. Yes. Dawson Peterson able to get him on.
That was a pretty big double.
That puts them back in the lead right now.
Yep.
Unless they're somehow able to spare this.
Brody Wildenman.
Oh! Wow.
He took it down. Holy
I
cow.
just spoke that into existence.
You kind of did. Holy cow. Brody Wildenman.
Well, it is now a 2-pin advantage for Muskegon.
Holy cow. I've seen a lot of things on live camera. That is not one of them.
I don't think I've seen a Greek church picked up in a long time.
Wow.
And then to be here to call that.
It's a nice shot from Dawson. Leaves a 10-pin. Pick it up for 177. And
count here on this first shot is huge.
Yeah. And I actually said Brody Wildenman. It was actually Kalen Guthrie that picked up that big split, that Greek church. Brody's here in the Muskegon 10. Wow, that 10-pin danced across the deck. You wondered if it was going to fall, but it did.
And we got a tight match over on the ladies' side, too. She needs to make this spare to max out at 172, where UTSA can max out at 171.
UTSA is a young team, but they are keeping these tough teams honest in this match play.
All right. Well, with her not striking there, that gives game number 1 to Co.
Yep. And there's the strike to seal up game number 1 for Muskegon. On the strength of a Kaylin Guthrie Greek church conversion in the 9th. And they're going to take game 1 of this best of 5 match. There's the exclamation point for Shelby Logston, 172 for Co. And they're up 1-0.
Carries the last one for 190 to put Muskegon up 1-0 over defending champions Whitewater. Teams are now going to switch lanes before going on to the starting game number 2.
You know, it's interesting. You think in most circumstances, okay, we're going to pick the lane we're most comfortable with, even if this thing goes 5 games. Then we get to finish on our good lane.
Right.
Well, this last women's match, it kind of backfired on them because it went 6 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's just, again, the luck of the draw and how that happens. And I'm sure there was, in that tie, probably 5 or 6 opportunities that the game could have been won.
Because it was a 157 tie. So
absolutely
plenty.
Opportunities.
Yeah. So a 9-pin for Louis.
You know, it's you kind of wonder what's going through Brandon Mooney's head right now, right? Coach of the year for the club association, led qualifying total pinfall by quite a bit. Went undefeated in match play. I mean, I know after the 4th round, he, for whatever reason, he was kind of tallying. They had not actually lost a head-to-head game in those first 12 games that they competed in. And now come out in once his bracket round starts, actually loses game 1.
Sure.
So you got to think that something's going through his head, or you hope something's going on between the ears there for him, trying to rally his boys up and focus in on just making one good shot at a time.
Let's see if John Jacobs has a little more magic with a 7-10 that hit light in the pocket and didn't carry out the 10. And missed them both. So, by way of the Pisano spare, an early lead for the Warhawks. Carly Gordon for Poe.
Nice pickup.
Taking care of all 4 of those.
Brady Lauber redeems himself a little bit after the 3 count. Walking up and putting 10 straight back.
And I'm sure I don't even need to say it, but you got to put something like that just way behind you right away.
That, again, short-term memory is the best thing for any competition, whether it's, you know, again, match play, if it's you're out on your own, and having that short-term memory and not letting residual carry over shot to shot. Because again, when you go up and you're frustrated and you carry that in, you're more likely to make another bad shot, right? Because you squeeze a little tighter, your grip gets a little closer, and again, you're just going to be more prone to make another bad shot, maybe miss another spare. So again, the shorter term that memory is, the better opportunity you are going to have to make a good shot.
And Luke Winter responds with a double there in the 3rd, and Whitewater's rolling.
That too early opens by UTSA over on the women's match. But she comes back and buries it.
And that is Liz Eldred, firmly entrenched in the 3rd and 8th frame. Their coach said, this is our lineup, and we are going with it.
Okay.
I told him, if you change your mind, it's okay. It's perfectly within the rules.
Yep. And it's again, it's crazy, just kind of like, is it that change of a lineup going to be enough of a little bit of a momentum swing? Not that you need to change a player in and out, but sometimes just moving the 3rd spot to the 2nd spot, right, can sometimes be enough. But again, when a coach kind of makes their mind like, hey, this is what we're going to do, I would envision it helps the players be a little looser and know that, I mean, unless I do something like horribly wrong, right? Like I've got the comfort to know that I'm staying in, right? So I would assume that would relax the player.
I know where I stand. I know who I'm following.
Yep.
That's not going to change. Jeremy J wants to know, did Capital and Wartburg tie? Not sure. That's 2 pairs down from us. And right now they're in about the 4th and 5th frame of their game. So I will have to get back to you on that. As Carrie Craftsman goes right. It's just a 1 and 2. As Corey Perez takes care of the 6-10 for UTSA. There's a nice strike from Guthrie.
Great shot. 10 straight back. There was no chance of a Greek church on that shot. Louis Pisano stepping up, trying to gain some momentum for Whitewater.
A little bit high.
Right.
Safe left just the 6 and 10. There's a spare for Craftsman.
Keeping it clean over there for women.
And yeah, there are a lot of these matches where you kind of just have to spare your opponent to death. All right. Jeremy Horn wants to know, how did ISU do? We left a little while ago to take care of the puppy. We are local. Well, Jeremy, I'm not sure if you caught the whole first round, but it was really an incredible match. San Jose went up 2-0. They tied at 157, and then ISU went on a run, rattling off 3 straight wins to advance and take on, oh gosh, I can't remember who they take on in this match. It's about three pairs down from us. But like I said, 3 pairs down. Not sure exactly where that match is at. But
looks like they've got the Muskegon women.
Muskegon women? Okay. I can.
Louis Pisano chopped that 6-10. Now with a double 3-bagger now from Muskegon puts them right back in the match.
Yeah, John Jacobs taking care of that. Yeah, Jeremy, I would highly recommend watching it on replay. You will enjoy it.
Before you started with the synopsis of what happened in the match, I was going to say they're the reason we're running behind.
That too. But it was really, really fun to see.
I don't mind bonus bowling, but we should just then hold up the second shift.
And yes, you were right. They are taking on Muskegon women down on 9 and 10.
Nice 4-bagger from Muskegon. Is that Talon?
Let's see. That was Talon Newton. Oh, you switched 3-4. So that was Jacob. No, that was
Talon.
That was Talon. Now this is Kaylin. Jacob will have the 9. So Guthrie moving from the 4th and 9th over to the 3rd and 8th. Caught a nice break. Looked a little high, but got him to fall. Guthrie, just a sophomore, but averaged 202.5 this year.
Women just chipping away, sparing their way through this game. Ten-pin stands. Didn't look like a bad shot. I had the coach right in front of me, so I couldn't see the whole shot way down. But
Yeah. And yeah, that is David Jones, who you can tell he wants everyone to fall.
He's one of the most excitable coaches out here. So,
But at the beginning of the day, he made sure to stop by and say hello. So I appreciate
good,
that.
absolutely. Everybody should stop by and say hello, right? It was also kind of cool to see earlier. The Arizona State University men are coached by Wesley Lowe. It's one of their assistants.
That's why he was here. I saw him up front, and I'm like, is that Wesley Lowe?
And he knows the proprietor, Brad Summer here.
Yeah.
And he actually, before the start of the first bracket round, each one of the guys walked up one by one and actually shook Brad's hand and thanked him for hosting the event.
That's really cool.
Which was absolutely like, and again, proprietors give so much to give up their center for a weekend to host these events. And again, I always had my guys say something to whoever's at the front desk. It's not every day the proprietor's in the building.
Sure.
Right. A lot of times, maybe a manager or just the front desk. Like always, and I made sure I always did, just said thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Because again, you give up a lot.
Yeah, it's a great venue, and Brad does a ton. Dawson Peterson with a Greek church of his own on 18. Let's see if we can capture 2 in one day.
Wouldn't that be awesome? And he needs it here too.
Yeah.
Because even 4 only gives them 199.
Muskegum can spare strike for 203, so every stick is important. And I know you can't see it because it's a little off to the right, but Coach Mooney is talking strategy with him before he makes this shot. And a lot of it's going to depend on what happens here. Yeah. All right.
Now Dawson has to shoot at it and has to make an attempt.
Right.
Because no matter what he does, the Muskegum anchor, Brody, Dawson still has a chance to win the game.
Yep.
Can we see back-to-back Greek churches picked up? I mean, Dawson is a U.S. amateur champion. I mean,
yes,
he could do it.
And he can throw it. He can throw it hard.
Free the hard way.
Wow. He made a nice run at it. So 197. Whitewater.
So 5 will lock this up here. Greek church locks up the game.
Who would have thought?
Right.
Jeremy J says Capital Wartburg is close again in game 2. Yeah, that's going to be enough. So 199, 197.
Close games.
Yeah. So now it's 2-0 Muskegon. Yeah. Toe with a spare in the 10th. They're going to take game 2 as well. So it'll be 2-0 on both of our matches here.
I don't know if you're going to get lucky to have live stream pair go 5, let alone 6 again.
5.
To go to game 5.
Oh, to go to game 5? Well,
we got to have some big rallies here.
Stay tuned. It was the San Jose State women that were up 2-0.
This is true.
things started going sideways on him.
I'm supposed to go to Brandon Mooney's for dinner tonight. I think I'm going to determine based on what happens here on whether or not I go.
All right.
That 45-minute drive home might sound better than going to dinner over there, depending how this turns out.
Right.
It is Whitewater. They are one of the best teams in the country, hands down. So
Year in and year out.
you've got 3 Club All-Americans in the lineup right now. So you got to think they're going to put up a fight here.
Oh, for sure. And this is the lane that they picked to start on. So you got that too.
Co takes a 185-159 win over Texas San Antonio.
There's a big split. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. And I believe that's Jacobs.
Goes high, lucky just to leave this 6 pin.
And a lot of times you get all excited about the breaks that result in strikes, but if you can stay safe on a high hit like that, that can make the difference too.
Absolutely. And again, Muskegon's got to hope that not like getting 0 on the 5 count doesn't come back.
That's a lot of pins.
I mean, the last game was what, 3 pins, 2 pins?
Yep, 2 pins.
Yeah. So again, like getting 3 there is huge.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think what some of the younger collegiate kids don't think about is truly every pin does matter.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like I don't know if that just fell off his hand or if he was trying to hook at it and it just went too far right into the gutter. Like I didn't see the spare attempt, but again, getting through there is huge, right? Or if you're on a double, right, getting a 1 on your 7-10, right? Like all of that matters.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes guys just, again, we talked about earlier, you just get frustrated and you chuck it.
Yep.
Not caring about the repercussion, but again, sometimes that 1, which is 2, can come back to haunt you.
Yeah. Even in a traditional game, but certainly in a Baker game.
Correct. Both women's teams start with single pin spares.
Nice shot from Cons. Oh, and it fell.
I don't know how she stepped up and to get on that approach. I'd have had to back off with all the cheering that just kind of happened.
Yeah. Oh. Co is certainly one of those teams that lets you know when something happens. They are not shy. And meanwhile, channel ball on the first shot for Weaver on the UTSA side coming off a spare. So again, you end up with 10 instead of 18 or 19.
Right. That can come back.
That can really hurt.
Muskegon did follow that open in the first with a double and then a 4-pin. So to put them right back in the match. Nate Vanderbeek packs 10 back.
And again, they're filling frames, just waiting for their opportunity.
Yep.
And then now you got to strike up with Dawson Peterson coming up.
And then Nate Muskegon just misses the 4-pin. It's got to free the swing just a little bit here for Dawson.
For sure. Good shot. 10-pin stands.
Dawson told me earlier today that he'd been leaving a lot of 10 pins, and looks like that's still kind of what's what's happening for him. Maybe he needs to make a ball change or even just move another 2-1, 3-2 in to try to create a little more angle into the pocket and get that pesky 10 to go.
Yeah.
These are the moments I kind of wish I was down there back in the pit again, right? Like, just kind of drop those little hints. And
so UTSA, Liz Eldred missing single pin spare, and Co just goes on their way, filling frame after frame. And a nice spare for Peterson. So Whitewater's got the lead. And they know it's important being down 2-0.
Dawson's back talking to Brandon now, trying to maybe come up with a new game plan, figure something out. I was trying to listen to what they were talking about, but it's so loud in here.
Between Muskingum and Whitewater and Co, it's like the amount of people back here is kind of crazy.
Oh, Louis.
Louis went up through the face, left a 6-7.
Why was the camera not on you at that point?
Because I'm controlling the cameras. Oh, and they miss a spare. That's their anchor, Shelby Logston. She does not miss many.
Lucky just had to leave 2 there. And we see a 7-10 converted today. With the spare here, Whitewater will be trailing by 5 with 4 frames to go.
Okay.
Now Muskingum is a frame ahead. So I guess if we're doing true bowling math, Whitewater's got the possibility to be 5 ahead.
Sure. But that's got to be a conscious decision,
Oh,
right?
and he chops it.
You're trying to kind of hang back a little bit and see what happens.
Oh, that is strategy for sure. I mean, you can look at that either way, too. You could either want to be the team that gets ahead because you're stringing strikes.
Yep.
And you want to put all the pressure on them. Or, again, like right now, Whitewater's trailing. So they, with Nate and Dawson in the 4-5 hole, those are, I think, 2 of the best collegiate kids out here right now.
Oh, yeah.
So if I have to trust 2 guys to do that, those are the 2 I'm going to do.
Yep.
And I'm okay knowing what I need as long as it's attainable.
Great shot in the 8th. I believe is that Guthrie or Willard? I can't remember which is which. I want to say that's.
I think that was Caden.
Oh. Caden, okay. So then this would be Willard in the 9.
The spare by Brady's huge. And he covers to keep Whitewater in the lead.
Not easy on any pattern, let alone the one they're on.
For sure. Got Texas San Antonio following up a split. And she can not get the 10 out.
Yeah, she's had a couple of those now on light shakers that look like they might kind of shake out the left or the right side, but up 10 pins on both of them.
Luke Winter takes 10 back there. Give Whitewater a 7-pin lead in the 7th frame.
It's pretty big, especially now.
Right. They can max out. Muskingum can max out at 172. And Whitewater can spare for 185.
Yep.
So they're definitely in cruise control. They just got to fill these last 2 frames.
And as you said, two of the best in the game to do it, starting with Nate Vanderbeek, who gets 10.
Just good count by Dawson now gives them their first win of this match and keeps their hopes alive to stay in the winner's bracket.
We've mentioned it a couple times, but everybody comes back tomorrow. However, if you're in a situation like like Whitewater, where you've really dominated to this point, it really behooves you to stay in that winner's bracket and feel a little more comfortable.
Well, and again, the winner's brackets, like right now, are best of 5. But if this was a contenders bracket match, Muskegon, it would be over.
It would be over.
Because the contenders matches are only best of 3.
Yep.
So you lose the first game, that, again, the grip pressure is going to get really tight for the rest of the game, for the rest of the match. That strike there gives Whitewater the win. So their hopes of defending this national championship from the winner's bracket continues. Dawson just asked his ball rep, Garrett Meadows, for a different ball. It's kind of great to see Garrett here, who was just at the USBC Masters this week.
Good.
Whitewater alum.
Dare I ask how he did if he's here right now?
I know he made match play.
Okay.
I don't know if he won. Were you 1 and 2 at Masters? What was your record in match? Did you lose both? Did you win one, lose one?
I lose, win.
Okay, so 2 and 2.
Who were the wins against?
AJ Johnson and Jacob.
Nothing wrong with that.
2 big studs right there.
Yeah.
I guess Garrett's just a bigger stud.
Wow. Well, yeah,
Oh!
Wow.
That's not the one he wanted to carry, though. He would probably rather have had that carried last game.
Sure. But either way,
right?
That just, pumps up the confidence just a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett, just kind of back to him for a second. Like, he was on our 22 team that won, and then he was on the ITC team last year with Whitewater when they won it then. So, 2-time national ITC champion.
Yep.
Come on, Louie, you're going to break the set here.
So,
and then they put in Carter Westcott for the fill shot there.
Okay.
To take the 213-158 win.
Rupano Kane, 8043, says, all right. And I don't know what Sam is laughing at. Sam, can you elaborate?
All right, well, I'm going to jump out. I'm sure we have some 3-0s out there, so I got to get into putting in scores. But
yeah,
just so I think you've got the bracket, but all men's teams report back tomorrow for 7:45 a.m. practice.
Yep.
And all women report at 9:15-ish.
Yes.
Ish.
So you're going to have Brad open the doors for me at like 5:30 in the morning,
That's
right?
what you want. That's what we'll do. I won't be here that early, but you
Right.
can be here setting up. So
I'm thinking I can get it done if I can get in around 6 again.
6. All right, I'll let Brad know.
If you end up with an update on Marion, I know we've got interest there, and now we want to know who won the Fresno ASU match.
ASU won the Fresno ASU round 1 match.
Okay.
I do know that. So, but yeah, I'll check in with Josh really quick, and I'll holler over what the Marion is that Grand Canyon match is.
And remember, you can always go to clubteambowling.com to get the latest updates. That's the spot for all the tournament information. Thanks, Sean. You got it. All right, 158 for Co. That's going to wrap that one up. So, Co College, the defending women's champions, moving on. So, Grand Canyon up 2-1 over Marion. All right. high fives for between Co and UTSA. As they continue on here, Co will be moving on to compete in the winners bracket come tomorrow. And there's a double courtesy of Luke Winter on the Whitewater side. Fair for Newton. Nope. Was that Jacobs in the second? Okay, so that was Jacobs in the second with the spare. Now Talon Newton, 3rd and 8. All right, so the 6'10 for Dawson Peterson. And it's Talon Newton picking up the 4-pin. Again, 2-1. Muskegum leading Whitewater. But Whitewater with the lead in this 4th game. Yeah, you got it. Louis in the 6th. Up high, 3, 6, 9, 10. That's a tough spare. Tough spare. We'll see what he can do with it. He's two-handed and throws a lot of ball. So certainly enough to get that 9 out of there. Got to hit it in the right spot. Oh, hit that a little too heavy. Chopped out the 3 and the 9. So 122 through 6. And Muskegon hanging back here. Has a little life. Again, up 2-1. With another win this game, they can close this thing out. Nice shot, half pocket. Can't take the 7 out. You do not want to get into a game 5 with Whitewater if you don't have to. Up high, baby split. That's Brady Lauber. They've pretty much gone with the same lineup over and over again. Oh, and a costly miss. That hurts. 75 through 5. Now let's see what Brady does with this baby split. Just gets one. So 131 through 7. 221 if they go off the sheet with it. Muskegon can go to 225, but they got to strike out. And a light hit that just leaves the 2-pin. Come on over. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Shelby Longston, the anchor for Co. Shelby, are you nervous to be on camera?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not as nerve-wracking as some of those positions that you guys were in during the match there with UTSA. Seemed to be kind of matter of fact, right? Fill the frames.
Yep. It was definitely just fill the frame.
Yeah. What did Coach tell you in the middle of all that?
Well, a lot of it was just ball speed kind of thing. Like I was having problems with my ball speed type thing. Team wise, we were just like, just make sure we're filling our frames, get it to the one in front, essentially.
Sure.
So, a lot of. Thank you.
Oh.
All
right.
Basically, just like take our time, don't rush it. Like we know what we're doing, type of thing. So.
Yeah. Does it help to have the experience of those like yourself, like Jenna, who have been here before and won this whole thing?
Yeah, it does help, especially like after last year. Like it helps ease it a little bit, I think. Just like being in those tough positions and like how fast paced it can be sometimes. So I think definitely having the experience is like, I don't know, eases everything a little bit.
Sure. And I would think coming out of the position that you guys were, winning your pool, getting to that winner's bracket for Sunday is really big.
Yeah, for sure. I think that calms the nerves, calms a bunch of nerves going into tomorrow too. So I think it'll be overall like pretty good going into tomorrow. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take me behind the curtain a little. What do you guys do on the night before Championship Sunday?
A lot of us just kind of hang out. Like we've played cards before. Like we have a deck of cards and we'll just play a bunch of card games. We'll just like hang out and chill for the night, basically.
All right. Well, that's good. Again, College, taking that pool and doing some great things with it here in the match play, getting into that winner's bracket. Congratulations.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate it.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. We appreciate it very much.
It wasn't too bad, was it? Too nerve-wracking?
No, not too bad.
It gets easier the more you do it.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
You bet. Shelby Logston, the anchor from College, giving us a little insight on their 3-0 victory over UTSA as Whitewater hits that strike in the 10th. And a flat 10 for Muskegon, Jacob Willard. So 190 is the best they can do. Whitewater just needs to count on 2 balls. They'll put in Carter Westcott to take care of the fill ball. Always good to see you can get him lined up in the process. And a big sweeping hook from the inside to the out. And that'll lock up game 4. So we are knotted at 2 apiece going into a decisive game 5 between UW Whitewater and Muskegon. So Muskegon went up 2-0 right away. Whitewater was the higher seed. They chose to start on 17. They'll get 17 again in game 5. And that's Jacob Lane filling in the 9th for Muskegon. Again, with the outcome of this all wrapped up, you get a couple bench players out there, see what they've got for a look. Westcott in front of the ball return, but again, looping it out there and getting it right back. So didn't like that one, but 199 is the total for Whitewater. We are knotted at 2. And there's a spare for Lane. He's a sophomore from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Averaged 199 on the season. Second place finish in the Midwest Collegiate Championship. Not too shabby. So 199, 156 as we go into the decisive game 5. One of these teams will advance in the winner's bracket tomorrow. The other down to the contenders bracket as Louis starts out by leaving a 4-8 on right hit. Four pin on the Muskegon side for, I believe, is that Jacob Bullard? There. Okay. That is Jacob Willard. He takes down the spare. All even after one. John Jacobs will take on the second for Muskegon. And on the left lane, without the ball return in the way, Coach Mooney has employed the services of Carter Westcott for the second and 7th frame. As Sean Walker mentioned, Garrett Meadows out here giving some insight to his former teammates. Callan Newton for the 3rd. Luke Winter up high, leading the 6 and 10. Staying out of trouble. Every frame, the tension just increases just a little bit, a little tick here and there. Trip 4 for Newton. And it's a double to give Muskegum an early lead. And a spare for Winkle. Kaylin Guthrie, who we saw convert the 4, 6, 7, 9, 10 earlier, steps up in the Muskegum 4th, trying to make it 3 in a row. That one went right through the nose, 4, 6, 7. So Jeremy J says, my eyes are old. My daughter, Sam J. from Capital, just informed me that Capital Women's just defeated Wartburg 3-1 to remain in the winner's bracket. That's a big win. He believes Capital will take on Co, the defending champs, tomorrow. Shuffling through my papers to try and find a winner's or a bracket, rather, current bracket to confirm that. And yes, you're right. Awesome. Peterson with a key double in the 4th and 5th. Yeah, it will be Capital versus Co tomorrow morning, round 5. And that's on lanes 13 and 14. So one of the staffers here is working under the ball return hood, a pair to our right. Brody Wildenman from Muskegum. Nice shot, but the 10-pin stands. So now here's Louis Pisano. Almost left the 7-10, but the 7 tips over. So a nice break for Louis there. So much riding on every shot in this Baker system format. Every frame, an opportunity. You don't want to give away pins. Still working on that pair to the left. You can see him off to the right side, or on the right, rather. You can see him off to the right side of your screen. There's Brad Summer, proprietor here, taking a look at what's going on under that gutter cap. And PSU update main campus. So let's see. What is the last I have heard on Penn State?
I'm assuming because they're
So I'm assuming you're talking about Penn State Park, and they took care of Capital 3-1. To move on to bowl against San Jose State. They're down on 31 and 32. And yeah, too many people in the way. Can't really see down that far. That's what I know right now. Again, we'll update that on clubteambowling.com. Ten pin taken care of. Now with the ladies all done on really 11 through 16. Got guys like Garrett Meadows, Tony Hall, kind of creeping down into the settee area to check things out, maybe give their thoughts. Big shot there for Willard. Now Carter Westcott.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, you didn't like that. Like the result, though. You like the result. Now we're on to Talon. No, I'm sorry. John Jacobs. That's the 7th for Muskegon. Flushes 10 back. That's a big double. We aren't finished yet. Let's go, he tells his teammates. And a tight one with the Warhawks. Luke Winter has the 8th frame, working on the strike. Down the left side. Big double. Up by about 6. Talon Newton for the Muskegon 8th. Oh, that one went right at the head pin, left him with a washout, opening the door for Nate Vanderbeek. Both Vanderbeek and Peterson struck in the 4th and 5th. Let's see what he does here in the 9th. Oh, that one jumped right through the nose. Left a big 4. Yikes. That's a tough spot for that to happen. Couldn't see if he backed it up, but it's a plastic ball, so went pretty straight. Just got the 1 and 2 out. So 142 through 8. Still a 202 up there if they can punch things out. And Vanderbeek goes 6 out. So 177 through 9. So Muskegon can get to 202 with 4 strikes. The ball in the hands of Dawson Peterson with a shot at 207 if he can strike out. Great shot there. Okay, that was Kalen Guthrie. Great. Dawson Peterson, the 10th, gets the first one. You got to figure they're going to get in the high 190s with that. Brody Wildenman for the Muskegon 10th. Up high, 3-6. And that will do it. Whitewater survives in a match that came down to the 10th. Oh, wow. And there it is. So down 2-0. They got it together and survived. And they will move on in the winner's bracket tomorrow, bright and early, 7:45 a.m. We're starting practice. And Muskegon bowled a great match. They will be advancing in the contenders bracket. Handshakes all around. Kelly Whipple gives a little shimmy to celebrate the win. And as has happened so many times in big events like this, UW Whitewater comes through when they need it the most. So Jeremy J says Muskegon women, I believe, won, and they're staying in the winners bracket tomorrow. He also says Grand Valley State women won and are moving on to play Muskegon tomorrow in the winners. So good bowling on both sides. No.
Yeah. They're going to do a quick team meeting and then I'll ask.
Cool. Thank you. We'll try to get Dawson Peterson before they all take off for the night. But Muskegon put up a fight, that's for sure. That's a great team. To our right, we're looking at the Grand Valley men taking on Marion of Wisconsin. I'm trying to find that on the bracket here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Grand Canyon. There. So Grand Canyon got by UTSA in the first round. And that's trouble. Thank you. See if we can get a peek at the Marion match. I don't want to show the television screen that's on right above them. But get in there and see what we can see. They've got 78 through 4 with a spare up in the 5th. Grand Canyon at 66 through 5 frames. And 4 pit. Marion's 6th frame is good. I believe that was Rebeletti, who we've talked about before, the senior who's only been bowling two-handed for a couple of years. But doing it well, that's for sure. Hi, Dawson.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
We won, so I'm happy.
That was some exciting stuff. Why
Yeah.
don't you walk me through what happened there? Down 2-0, and something picked you guys up.
Yeah, our spare shooting was not good the first couple games.
Okay.
And, I think we were striking enough, but when we were just leaving spares, we just weren't making them. And then, the last couple games, we got fortunate. They just kept giving them basically right back to us, and we kind of took advantage there that last game and
Sure.
snuck out of it.
You get into that decisive game 5. What's Brandon telling you before you get into it?
Just kind of stay focused. Don't really worry about what they're doing, and just kind of, don't get let's get off to a good start and try and carry it for the whole game.
Control what you can control kind of sounds like the thing that you guys are always doing, right? Yeah. Sometimes you just need that little reminder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. What what kind of influence is he? I mean, we hear him talking on the live stream, but you know as well as I do that Coach Mooney is not Brandon Mooney that's up here. What's he like as a coach? Is he subdued? Is he excitable?
Yeah, he's good. He definitely
Good is good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
This will be a little easier. What about Garrett? He's been here. He's he's won this thing. You're getting laughed at.
Yeah, I am.
Laughed out of the building.
I know.
You were the
They're mean to
winner.
me.
They're supposed to be cheering.
They're
you, not
mean to me.
laughing.
I'm not good at interviews. They're not nice
okay.
to me.
That's okay. Just pretend I'm Doug.
Oh God, that's the opposite of what I want.
Yeah. No. Garrett's here. He's actually right in front of us. But what's that like to have him around? Just providing insight. He's done all the things. Won 2 national championships. Was on the team that won this last year.
Yeah, it's good having him. He definitely helps a lot with like ball motion stuff. A couple of us got a little lost in that middle of that match, and then he kind of he brought me back, and after I talked to him a little bit, I started striking again. So
hey, nothing wrong with that. He also did pretty well at the Masters, it sounds like.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Yeah, winning 2
Lost out
matches.
this morning.
But to knock out AJ Johnson and Jacob Buttriff, that's no small
good
feat.
Week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
How do you guys proceed? You've got the night now, and back in the winners bracket tomorrow. But what do you do tonight just to make sure you keep your focus, not too high, not too low?
I don't know. I'm just gonna try and get a good night's sleep. After we just talked, like we can't be missing that many spares again. So I think it's more just not having as many mental errors and just really just focusing when you're up to bowl. It's like, again, control you can control, and whatever happens, happens.
This team has been here so many times. It seems like you get in these early ruts and you just climb your way back out. It's really cool to see, but what's it like to experience, being out there and being a part of it?
Yeah, it's fun. Like last year at ITCs, we went to the final game every match. So I think a lot of us just kind of lock in when we need to. But yeah, it would be nice to get off to a better start in the matches at some point. But we got out of it. So.
As long as you have the good end result, that's what matters. And Sean has told me a couple times. He said, these guys are not happy at all that they didn't make ITCs. And they've got some extra rocket fuel in this thing because this is their only shot at the national championship now.
Yeah, for sure. Missing nationals definitely hurt a little bit, especially after winning last year. But can't change it now. So
that's right. Yeah. So you take out your aggression on everybody else who comes in your way.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure. Well, I'll get you out of here, Dawson. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and we'll see you in the winners bracket tomorrow. There he is, Dawson Peterson, who has anchored many games for UW Whitewater this season.
Excuse me, sir. Do you think I can say something to everybody watching?
Yeah, please come on in.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, hello. My name is John Jacobs for everybody watching. Muskegon bowling team. Go Muskies. I just want to say we had a great match. I love Whitewater. They're probably one of my favorite programs. Gotta love purple anyway. I wish we had beat them, but it is what it is. We still have another chance tomorrow, so I'm here for it. But I hope everybody watching keeps their name. See this M. Remember forever. Forever. It's gonna be back every year, baby. Every year. Go Muskies. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely.
We see Coach kind of from behind here when he's, hanging out right in front of the camera.
Absolutely.
And he seems to live and die with every shot. What's he like? What's he like to bowl for?
Yes, no. Coach Jones, he's there every shot. We like to say he's more one of the guys than a coach because he's with us the entire time. Every, momentum swing, he's right there with us, feeling the team energy. He's always trying to keep us up too. I 7-10 there. One thing he tapped me on the back was like, hey, keep my head up, because it wasn't a bad shot overall. But, he saw that my head was down because I thought, I should have done better. But, he's there. It's honestly great. Sometimes it can get a little annoying when, that he's like we're hype. And then, the coach just comes running out of nowhere and it's like, whoa. What are you doing down here? You ain't no bowler. But it's great. I love him. I wouldn't wish for any other college coach, honestly. I do love him. He helps me out a lot, so it's nice.
And I gotta ask, I've live streamed a bunch of these things.
Absolutely.
I've never had someone make a Greek church in front of a live camera.
Yeah.
What was that like for you guys?
Insane. That man right here, Kalen, he's sitting here. What a shot. Everything was riding on that. Everybody.
See your face.
Up there.
Yeah.
That's him. That's the guy. But I will say he copied me because I made the Greek church first on this team last year. So, hey, if anything, yeah, and I made it to 810 this morning somehow.
Jeez.
I have absolutely no idea how. But no, absolutely. That shot was insane. I mean, that whole game essentially was predicted on that shot there. I mean, you could feel the tension in the air. Once he made that, it loosened on us, and it definitely got tighter on them. So,
Yeah. Well, I should apologize because I called him somebody else's name initially.
oh yeah,
And then corrected myself when I realized, oh, we're not in that frame.
Yep.
So my apologies. Excellent shot.
Yep.
That was really cool to see.
Absolutely. Kalen Guthrie, keep that one in your books too. He's from Ohio, from Columbus. Phenomenal bowler. Phenomenal.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming
Absolutely. Hey, thank you.
by. Really
Hey,
appreciate it.
good luck, everybody. I hope you have fun. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
There you go. Good luck the rest of the way, guys.
Thank you. Hey, take it easy.
You too. The Muskegon Muskies jumping in and getting a little airtime. I like that. Yeah. So it looks like the Marion Grand Canyon game ended. Check to see if we can score.
Yeah, we won. We won. Yep, we won 3-2.
3-2. Okay, so in a match that went all 5 games, you've got Marion moving on to the winners bracket for tomorrow after beating Grand Canyon 3-2. So, wow, what a day! And I'll tell you, this thing only gets better tomorrow. So you don't want to miss it. That's for sure. We'll be here live streaming from beginning to end on the 3rd streaming link here in Rockford. But thank you so much for joining us. This has been a great time. Remember, you can see those brackets. You can see all the current results, everything that happened today. The website is the same one that I've put up a few times today as I roll back through all the chat comments, which I surely appreciate. clubteambowling.com. Make sure and head to that site. You'll get all the tournament information, current standings, the brackets, everything you need to know. And it really is a good resource. I use it too because I got to stay up to date. But anyway, thanks to all the folks who came over and talked today. Really appreciate that. To all the coaches and mostly to all of you for tuning in. Again, we're going to have a great day of competition tomorrow, but that's going to do it for tonight. So from Don Carter Lanes in Rockford, Illinois, have a great night, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow for Championship.
Thank you for watching Bowling with the Fef. Pound the like button and subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. Bowling with the Fef is brought to you by Chip Magnet. Raise your snack standards.
Winkle's in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, the official bowling center of Bowling with the Fef. Jerry's Score More Pro Shop, the Eau Claire area's leader in bowling products and services since 1988, and Visionary Video Hub, video with impact.
Email bowlingwiththefef@yahoo.com with questions or to appear on the show. You can also reach out on your favorite social media platform.